Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Beat the Book. As always, I am your boy, Big Al Better. Happy Monday to all of you out there. I'm recording this at 1 in the morning, so it is actually Monday, which is crazy because normally it's like, earlier on in the evening when I'm recording it. But anyway, you guys will be seeing this on Monday. We had a great game of Sunday games. We had two awesome games. We had, obviously, the Thunder taking on the Nuggets, and we had the Cavs-Pacers game. Um, as always, if you guys are new to the channel, we're going over NBA playoffs. We give out bets, we give out picks, yada yada yin yang. The first 5 minutes or so, I like to go through a little bit of a recap of how our bets from the day prior did. So if you guys are new and just here for the new bets, go ahead and skip to about 5 minutes. That's where you're going to be able to catch in on the new bets. As far as the old bets, this is the moment where I hop into it. As always, thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate it. If you guys are new, please like and subscribe. It always helps. We'll be here for the rest of the NBA season. Me and Maddie Betts will be here for NFL season, and then obviously Matt has been doing some NHL also on the side. So, but we're your home for everything betting, everything, you know, gambling, sports betting, and we have been pretty successful at beating the book. So anyway, welcome to the channel. We're gonna hop into this recap, and then in 5 minutes we'll catch you guys for the new bets. Anyway, so going into how the day's games went for Sunday, we had the Thunder taking on the Nuggets. We were on the Nuggets +6, and we were on the under 227. My thesis on that was that with the game being the last game in the series being an overtime game, these teams would come out kind of sluggish, kind of slow, miss some easy. They wouldn't play as good a defense, or if they did play good defense, these shots wouldn't fall. That is exactly what happened. I mean, they didn't even they were at 25 points after the first quarter, something like that. It was absolutely insane. So under cashes, which is huge, and we get the Nuggets +6. They ended up losing by 5, which was pretty awesome for the channel, for the book, yada yada yada. The 4-pick parlay we had for this is not. It didn't end great. We were one leg away, which sucks. Jalen Williams, he had a massive game in the last one. We took him for his under on his points. He cashes. I think he ended the game with 8, but he got a lot in the very final with some free throws. He was at 4 up until like late fourth quarter, so that was a great cash. Then we had Chet Holmgren over 9.5 rebounds. He had 8 at halftime, so it was like ching, he's gonna get that. I said over 9.5 rebounds. And then Aaron Gordon, 30 plus PRI, he cashes. He had 15 boards. He added another 10 points and 5 assists. And I think he ended with more than 10 points anyway. But he had 15 and 5 for assists and rebounds. And then his points got us over the line, which was great. And then the line we missed on, Jamal Murray, 20.5 points. He'd gotten this in all but one game. He gets to 17 in this game, so we miss it by 1. It was a plus 2,000. It would have been really nice to hit. So unfortunately, we missed on that. Moving on to the second game, we had the Pacers Cavs. We were on the over 230.5 because all the games except for one had gotten over this number, and the only game that hadn't hit 230 exactly. So I liked the over on this. I thought the Pacers would show up. Pacers we had +5. They come out, boat race the Cavs. Are up 3-1 in the series now. It was never close. The Pacers took an early lead, never looked back. They were up by 20, I think, basically the entire game. So we had the Pacers +5. That's a cash, and the over, which is a cash. They got up to 238, I think 238, 240, right in that range. As far as this 4-pick, it was atrocious. Did not have a chance from the start. We had Nemhard 25 plus PRI. He ended at 18. We had Mitchell 30 points. He only had 12. He only had 20 minutes played. I don't know if he got hurt because my mom was over, so obviously we were doing Mother's Day things. I was kind of checking the game on the side, but maybe the game was just so out of hand they pulled him. I don't know, but he only played 20 minutes, and Mobley played 27. Garland played 29. So I don't know what happened if Mitchell got hurt or not, but he did not get 30 points. And then we had Halliburton 30 plus PRA. He got really close, but I don't think he touched it. And then I didn't even check it because it didn't matter because the thing's dead. And then Mobley 30 plus PRA. He ended with like 15, maybe 20. So yeah, this parlay was the complete opposite. If you just faded my picks, you cashed great. But that is what it is. As far as the 2-pick parlay we had Gordon 30 plus PR, which was a plus 200 play, by the way. Which if you just took that solo, which I did, big money play. And then we had Nemhard for the 25 plus, and I was hoping he'd pull through. He did not. But so the 4 picks both die, and the 2-pick dies. But as far as picks on over under spread, we go flawless 100% on the day. We got all 4 right. We had the over on we had the under on the Nuggets game rather, and we had the Nuggets on the spread, and we had the over on the Pacers game and the Pacers on the spread. All 4 cash. That's a big day, as you guys know on this channel. The parlays are for fun. Those are not like, we don't play those as a way to make tons of cash. That's just like a fun, so we have some incentive to watch the game aside from just the outcome. But the big plays that I make on this channel are the over under spread, and all 4 of them hit. So that's an awesome night for the channel. So anyway, hopefully if you guys did tail us, hopefully you tailed. If you did, congratulations, round of applause for you guys. That's a good night of betting. If you didn't, then that is what it is. I'm probably going to be wrong in these next picks, so that's the risk you run. Anyway, without wasting too much time here, guys, it's about 5 minutes. Let's go ahead and hop into the bet scene here. We got 2 games to jump into. We've got the Celtics Knicks game 4, final game in New York before we head back to Boston, and then we've got the Minnesota Timberwolves in their last game, game 4 against the Warriors. Obviously, they won game 3, and Boston won game 3. So the spread 6.5. Over under. We're talking about the Celtics game, 6.5. Celtics your favorite again. Obviously, hold on, I got to yawn. Whew. Like I said, 1 a.m. when I'm recording this. It's pretty late for me. But anyway, so we got 6.5 is the spread. Celtics obviously they destroyed the Knicks in the last game, and Tom Thibodeau, is that his name? I think it's Tom Thibodeau, Coach Thibodeau for the Knicks. He kept the guys in until like 3 minutes to go. So they may be tired, but I like the plus 6.5 with the Knicks. I know I took the plus 5.5 or 6, whatever it was with the Knicks the last game, and we got absolutely killed. So if you guys like the Celtics here, I don't blame you at all. But I just have a hard time believing that the Knicks are going to steal 2 in Boston and then let Boston come back in and steal 2 at home to even the series. So I like the Knicks here to make it a 3-1 series. If Boston can force a game 7, awesome, good on them. But I like the Knicks to be able to, like, maybe they don't win the game, but I like them to cover here. It's a lot of points. I think they're going to play a lot better down the stretch than they did in the last one. And Boston may not hit as many threes. So I like the plus 6.5 with the Knicks. As far as an over-under, we took the over last time. I'm yawning again, my bad. Whew. We had the over last time. They landed right on 208. It's 208.5. We're going to go over again. I think the Knicks can keep this one a little bit closer. That's what I'm kind of bargaining on or banking on. So if the Knicks can keep this a little bit of a tighter game and score more points, we will get the over. So I'm going to be on the over again, and then we're going to be on the 6.5 with the Knicks. And then as far as a 4-pick parlay on this one, we're going to kind of go with something that's been we've got 3 lines that have been cashing pretty consistently through this whole thing. We got Josh Hart 25 plus PRI. He missed on the last game, and that was the only line that screwed us out of that parlay. But that was only the first time he's missed it in this series, and only second time he's missed it against the Celtics on the whole season, including regular season games. Then we've got Derek White 25 plus PRI. He's been flawless in this series so far. Then we got Jaylen Brown 2 plus threes. He's hit 2 threes in all but one of the games in this series. He just did in the last game. I expect him to do it again. He's been shooting like 8 to 10 of them a game. So with that amount of volume, he just has to go 25%. I love that. And then our last line is a line we haven't really hit much. I don't think we've used it much so far in this series. It's going to be Jalen Brunson over 27.5 points. Now, he's been pretty darn good in this series. I've got it pulled up right here. Last game, he didn't do as well, but the first couple games, 29 points, 27 points, which is just under this number. He's been a force to be reckoned with, especially when it comes down to the late games. He's the clutch player of the year, yada, yada, yada. I like his over in this game. The Knicks know they need it. I think they're going to give everything they got in this game and score a ton of points, which is why we like the over. So I like Brunson here to take the ball in the last 5 minutes. And do what he needs to do and get us over this number. But so yeah, that's the 4-pick parlay. It pays out plus 575 on DraftKings. It's Josh Hart 25 plus points, rebounds, and assists. Derek White 25 plus points, rebounds, and assists. Jaylen Brown 2 3-pointers, and Jalen Brunson over 27.5 points. Feel like it's going to be a pretty good play for us, and we're bound to hit one. I mean, we've yet to hit one in this series, so I feel pretty good about it. Once again, don't bet a lot of money on the parlays comparatively to what you're betting on the over-under spreads. We've been way more consistent with over-under spreads. The parlays are purely for entertainment purposes. The over-under spreads are more of like your consistent money makers. So please don't be dropping as much cash on these parlays as you do on the over-under spreads. It's not going to be a strategy that wins long term, in my humble semi-pro gambling opinion. Moving on to T-Wolves Warriors, we've got Game 4. If you guys watched that last game, they got to 198 points, or 199 points actually. It was 102 to 97. It was an absolute heartbreaker for the Warriors. They had a 6-point lead at the 4 or 5 minute mark, and then the Wolves came storming back, hit a bunch of threes. The Warriors were only hitting 2s, couldn't respond, and it was heartbreaking, especially if you're a Warriors fan like myself. I did tell you guys in that video, moving into the rest of this series, we were going to be taking the Warriors because we knew they'd be underdogs the whole way. So we're going to be doing that again. Warriors plus 5.5. We did cash this in the last game. They lost by 5. I think this one, they needed that third game. They definitely need this fourth game, because if they don't get this, they got to go play another one, and they can't afford to go down 3-1. Like they just cannot afford to do it. So they need this game. They needed the last one, and it was close. This one, you need everybody dialed in. You need everybody dialed up. We assume Steve Kerr will come up with something. Chris Finch is a great coach. No shade to him, but Steve Kerr is a he's a GOAT coach. He's a top 5 coach potentially all time, right? And they know that they just need to buy one game to give Steph time. If Steph comes back, I think the Warriors are going to win this series. So anyway, we're going to be on the Warriors plus 5.5. I think they're going to win it straight up. We don't bet money lines on this channel. I think they'll win it straight up, but I like them to cover. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but that's just like where my head's at right now. As far as an over-under, like I said, they got to 199 last game with the Warriors losing by the 5. I think if the Warriors are in the lead on this one, we get a touch higher of a score. I love the Warriors defense. They do keep the Warriors. They've been keeping the Wolves low and doing their thing. But I think we're going to see an over in this game. We're bound to have another one go over. So I like this one to go over. So we're on the over 199.5 because it just keeps dropping, right? The last one was 200.5. This one's 199.5. I like the over. And I like the Warriors plus 5.5. As far as a 4 pick in this one, we're going to go with Jimmy Butler, 35 plus points, rebounds, assists. He's been absolutely savage in this series. He had over 30 points in the last game, not to mention a ton of rebounds, tons of assists. We got Buddy Hield, 20 plus PRA. He's been killing it this series. We got Jonathan Kuminga over 17.5 points, which is his line. I liked him for 20 points, but his line was 17.5. I said, okay, just give me his line. We don't have to get so extra with it. Let's just give me his line. He's had over 20 in the last 2 games. And then our final line is going to be Anthony Edwards under 27.5 points. First 2 games of this series, he was under that. Third game, he pops off for that 38 point game, and so I expect him to come back down to earth and give us a under game. And it's a touch inflated. It had dropped to this number, 26.5, I think was the line for the last game. So I like the under 27.5 for this game for Anthony Edwards. That's our 4 pick parlay. It pays out plus 675. Also, just as a fun fact for you guys, Jimmy Butler 2 plus 3s. He hit that in every game of the series so far. So if you guys like that as just like a single bet line, I love that. I will be throwing just a touch of money on that as a single bet because he has done that in every single game. In the first game, he shot eight threes. The second game, he shot 4. He still made 2. And then I don't know how many he shot in the last game, but he made 2 also. I feel like he only shot 3 or 4. But that is... yeah, that's what we like. Plus 675. Jimmy Butler, 35 plus PRA. Buddy Hield, 20 plus PRA. Kuminga over his points line. And Anthony Edwards under his points line. Plus 675 over on DraftKings. Shop around. Check the books you guys play. And hopefully you can get some better odds than that. As far as our final pick, as you guys know, I'm going to switch the screen here. We like to build a 2-pick parlay. Or it would be more than a 2-pick if we had more than 2 games. But we just go with the games we're allowed, the games on the day. So we got 2 games, so we're gonna go make a 2-pick parlay. I'm gonna yawn one more time. Hiya! So we're gonna take a 2-pick parlay. We're gonna go with Derek White on his player combo of 25 plus PRA. He's been absolutely savage in this series. He's yet to fail us on this 25 plus PRA. So we're going to take him for 25 plus PRA. And then I think we're just going to go ahead and ride the Jimmy Butler 2 threes in the second game because I just talked about it and I didn't throw it in my actual parlay. So we might as well throw it in. Let's see. Did they change the odds? Nope. Still plus 150. We love that. Plus 306 for these 2 picks. 25 plus for Derek White, who's been an absolute savage. He's gotten over 30 in like all but one of the games. And then Jimmy Butler 2 threes. He's done that in all 3 of these games so far in this series. He's going to need to be Superman. Or I guess Batman, because he's gonna, he's the Robin to Steph's Batman, but Batman's gone, so he has to put the cape on, right? So I like the 2 threes with Jimmy. I like the 25 plus with Derek White. This thing pays out a plus 306 over on DraftKings, as you guys can see on the screen right now. Absolutely love it. Like I said, Derek White has been absolutely clutch for us, and then Jimmy has not. He's yet to not hit 2 threes in this series so far, so that's what we like. That is pretty much all I've got for you guys. Once again, super profitable Sunday day of betting. Hit all 4. That's a clean sweep. We missed on the parlays. We missed one pretty bad. We missed the other one by literally 1 pick, and it was close. So these are the things. This is gambling. That's why only fools parlay. But like I said, the parlays for us are, if you're part of this channel and you're part of this community, the parlays, unless you're new to the channel, if you're a consistent viewer of the channel, you know the way we play parlays is as fun. It's to have just some skin in the game and on some players. It's not for the real bets. The real bets and the bigger bets are always the over under and the spreads, and always will be on this channel. So as far as those go, awesome day of betting. Two great games. Really wish the Nuggets would have been able to pull that off. They had the lead with some time, and then the Thunder came storming back and stole that game. I felt like the Nuggets should have won that. Pretty tough, but the series is tied, and I think we're getting the 7 games out of this one because I don't think the Nuggets are going to lose 2 in a row to give them the 4. So honestly, really been an awesome series to watch. And then Cavs Pacers look like it's over. We could actually pull that up right now. Series futures. Just so you guys know, 95% of the time a team goes up 3-1, which is what the Pacers Cavs series is right now. The series markets. The team wins it. So Pacers are minus 300 to win the series. That is a full. I gotta clear this all. That's a full go splash. And I'm not telling you to go splash a lot of money on it. But what I'm saying is, you have a 95% chance historically through the whole NBA to hit that bet. And if you take the Pacers minus 300 to win the series, that's pretty good. That's really good odds for a team that's up 3-1 in a series. So I guess the books really expect the Cavs to come back here or something, but I do not. So if you guys, if you got a little extra change in the old sports book, that is a good bet to place minus 300. You get 3-1, 1-3, I guess odds. But if you got $100 burn a hole in your pocket, go get your free $35. It's not free because it's not guaranteed. I'm not guaranteeing it, but I'm saying it's 95%. The odds are in your favor to go take a minus 300 to win the series. Knicks are plus 235, so if you think they're going to win the series too, I like that. Timberwolves, Thunder, or Timberwolves, Warriors plus 550 if you think they can come back. That's not bad at all. And then Nuggets, if you think they can come back, plus 450. I kind of like the Nuggets one. I think the Nuggets still win this series, even though they got 2 games in OKC now. They've already won 1. The whole series has been great, except for game 2, which was a blowout by the Thunder. So I trust the Nuggets. I don't mind that line. I love the Pacers minus 300. I don't mind the Knicks here. Even though Boston's a great team, I think the Knicks. You got to get that now, though. If you're gonna make that future bet, you're gonna have to get that Knicks plus 235 before they win the next game, or those odds are gonna change. If they win this game 4, and then your final one's gonna be T-Wolves Warriors, and I don't mind the Warriors plus 550 all. We all know. Listen, all these games have been close, right? Except for what the game 2 was not close because the T-Wolves came out and slaughtered. The other two, well, they won game 1, they lost game 2, and then they lost game 3 barely. This series is completely different if Steph Curry plays. So if Steph comes back, if the Warriors can win this game and Steph comes back, I think the Warriors for sure win this series because the T-Wolves have barely. I mean, they have not shown any sort of strength, and that's without Steph around. And you already know if Steph's there, he was scoring 30 points a game. 30 points added to the Warriors, what they've been scoring. It's completely different. It's not even close this series, you know? And you saw it in game 1. Before Steph got hurt, they were up by 15, 12 points. And they just built on that. They didn't look back, and that's why they won that game. So anyway, that's a lot of rambling from me, guys. Just kind of the thoughts on that. But that Pacers minus 300, that is a sweet bet if you think they're able to just win one of the last 3 games, which I have confidence they can win one of the last 3 when they've won 3 of the first 4. You know what I mean? So, yeah, Pacers minus 300, man. I'm going to have to lay a little bit of coin on that. That's a 30% interest. If it hits, you got to think of it as investment terms. That's 30% interest in as little as potentially, in as little as a week. Because for sure in a week the series is over if they're going to win it, right? So, man, that's a great number. I expected a minus 1,000 or something, Minus 300 is incredible. So, anyway, that's all I got for you guys in this video. Appreciate you guys as always for tuning in. As I said before at the beginning, if you guys didn't make it this far, I always appreciate you. Comment down below. I always like to interact with you guys. And, yeah, thanks for tuning in. Please like and subscribe. It always goes a long way. Check out any of the hockey videos if you guys are interested in the NHL playoffs. And, yeah. Stay tuned for football season after NBA season ends, and we'll have NBA videos for you guys every single day. Love doing this. Love interacting with you guys. Thanks again, and we will catch you guys tomorrow. Peace.